As for the French,
Le Barrage
Begins. So you don't get this is the first week of the season where there's no game involving Toulouse or Clermont.
Well, that's a sad indictment.
They're games of consequence.
They are.
The first one is Montpellier against Racing, but we're going to save. No, it's Racing against La Rochelle. Excuse me. And we're going to save that one and talk about it. We're just going to get the other one out of the way.
The other one is the two uglier teams.
Yeah,
Montpellier and Lyon. And it is in Montpellier, is it?
Yeah. No, it's in
Lyon. Lyon finished third.
Sorry,
yeah. Actually, Montpellier just scraped it.
Yeah.
Lyon. They've been doing. They play a bit more conservative. They're like the representatives of the old. In the top couture, in my mind, anyway. With the halfbacks, Dusan and Buxis, and kind of
Dylan Armitage on the wing.
Yeah, you're thinking no. Whereas, Montpellier are always Montpellier, which is a kind of a very much a mercenary team.
Away. I haven't been watching too much of them, to be honest. They were rubbish in the Champions Cup. They didn't take any interest.
It's very hard to get a read on what they're going to do in finals.
In finals, footy is a different thing. You can plug away and win your regular season home games and get enough tight away wins, which all of their games seem to be tight. But for my money, when Montpellier looked down and out, and now all of a sudden Cruden's back, they got Nadolo and Negus on the wings. It looks game on.
Well, reading the team sheet, you think, as same as always with Montpellier, that Montpellier have this.
Yeah.
You have to think that, like looking at the teams, you're just going, there's too much quality littered throughout that team for it not to work.
Look at the camera. Payot, get that Scrummy's a class little player. Cruden, Jan Serfontaine, Nadolo, Negusa. What a team.
Yeah. Why it doesn't work.
I don't like that second row, actually. Looking at it there, Paul Willems and Nico Janssen van Rensburg are two loosey-goosey.
Kind of, they can do the vanishing man.
And they can do the appear to get a yellow card.
Appear spontaneously with a horrendous shot.
Willems was finding himself in a French jersey, to my horror, in the Six Nations, and just doing nothing good with it.
Yeah, that's probably an area where they suffer, perhaps, when you're looking at the showstoppers out the back line, probably not getting the service that they need.
Yeah, but gee whiz, that team should... I think they have been kicking on, like a big win away in Clermont. I know Clermont didn't have too much going for them, but winning out of there in Bloom Marshall
Michelin is a no mean feat. So it tends to... That'll give them momentum going into... And it was a tight game as well, which is suitable for finals footy as well. Yeah, my belief is that Montpellier will get it done, but I just don't know, because I don't know.
It's hard to know. It's hard to we speak on other games with authority, but we haven't been watching enough.
I haven't watched enough of Lyon, to be honest, to know as much. It seems they're a bit more of a, like, compared to just the other teams, like the other ones, Racing and La Rochelle, but then the two who are also qualified, Toulouse and Clermont, all playing such a beautiful high scoring game. And even in the last regular weekend, all of those teams that were in contention were just putting scores on the teams that were out of it and getting themselves running their drills, getting
as compared to Lyon, who scraped past Grenoble by a 1.18 to 17 win, and
that's not as good to be carrying in.
Yeah, like my suspicion, better team philosophy and all of that is that Montpellier will get it done away from home. Montpellier are bottlers, so that could not happen.
This is it. Yeah. It's very hard to trust Montpellier to do anything, but.
It's not that game of massive consequence. They're earning the right to lose to Clermont, I believe, in the next round. It would be interesting if Montpellier won, because then they go against Clermont, having just beaten them there.
Yeah, and that'll be an interesting dynamic.
That would be an interesting dynamic. But the bigger game, the more fun game, game I'm excited to see, two card-carrying members of the French Renaissance, Racing against La Rochelle. Excuse me.
Excellent.
This is great. How
many points can between them? I think that, because La Rochelle put 82 on 81 on
Racing was a more tight 35-3 win.
So that's crazy. They both play such attacking rugby, and
there's a real Kiwi true line to what La Rochelle are doing.
Yeah, they don't like rooks. They don't let the ball die a lot of the time.
Yaya West has actually come into his own in a La Rochelle shirt. Mm-hmm. They were great in the Amlin Cup. So the league position is a little deceptive, because they were competing on those two fronts all the way to the last week in Europe, and doing so with technical rugby and great performances. Yeah. They are going to miss, and still missing, Victor Vito.
That was it. They were missing him for the final. It was a dead leg. Jesus, it could be a nightmare. But because he is such a big loss, such a big fulcrum in terms of that Kiwi element of just keeping the ball in play, and as well as he doesn't shirk his responsibility, makes some really good physical hits in defence. So he's been a real leader for them that they will be missing. Yeah. Racing,
there's fun players on both sides all over the pitch. Yeah.
It's going to be in the U Arena as well, isn't it? Under that roof, it's going to be just running rugby, and wouldn't surprise me to see tries.
The best game of the season, I think, of any game all season was played in that game. It was Racing against Toulouse in that stadium. In the European quarterfinal. It was probably ultimately the best game of the season when Toulouse won with 14 men. Yeah, and that was a similar kind of dynamic. Racing, I'm feeling a little more positive for this time. I think that pack is so big and strong as well as being dynamic. I mean that great balanced second row of Nakarawa and Donncha Ryan, and then obviously Finn Russell, who's of all the players on the pitch the most exciting, which is quite a boast.
Great. And so he's had a lovely little touch for the first try they scored last week as well in the finals. A little take it to the line round the back of the defender's head.
He's in form.
He is in form, and he's excited. He's enjoying his rugby, enjoys playing in that. In that stadium with some of those superstars inside and outside him.
Zebo and Dulan and Rokotoko and Vakatawa running off him, and it's just a lot of fun.
All guys on the same kind of wavelength. But then La Rochelle have excitement out in that back three as well. They have
100%.
What is your man's name? Little Rates. Is danger, and he's actually a lovely player to watch. He's very balanced when he's running. And what's your man's name? Scored a few tries the weekend, fullback for them.
Murray
Valu.
Another class for G
class
to the bunch. Again, Dumaru, solid operator in the centre, and then those classy Kiwi halfbacks keeping it running. But I just think that the Racing pack is a little better than their pack.
Probably, especially without the Victor Vito. But they're probably one Victor Vito shy of being pretty much on par with.
Aldrid's a cracking player, but
he is, but he's not Victor Vito.
No,
it's like that's no kind of shame in saying that. And Aldred has been a great all season. Did well in the French jersey as well. To be honest, I thought. So he's. I think it's going to be a great game. It's going to be an exciting game. I kind of think that Racing are going to blow it somewhere in these 3 games to come.
Blow it. I think they're just going to have to go away against Toulouse. And they couldn't win at home against Toulouse.
Yeah.
So what makes you think they're going to win away against Toulouse?
Yeah, this is true.
Come on.
I think there's loose elements to that.
I'm just going to make sure
they're not quite there yet at finals mode yet.
Yeah.
But could very well be next season. Like the bones are all there.
They do have an identity crisis of being just a little too loose and tending to give it up.
They're too loose in big moments. They don't collectively. No one's there to recognise what they should be doing when they need to slow a game down or something.
Exactly.
There's no sense.
They do
of
have a fit Machino back, and they have been winning games. And Machino was a guy who was missing for a lot of their season.
Yeah, and before Finn got there, he was the general that was directing everything about them. Got them as far as the final, and they very nearly got the better of Leinster that day. So
they were a much more measured, controlled outfit.
It's been a crazy addition having Zebo and Finn coming in.
The addition of those guys has come into their defence, because I still obviously love Finn, but it coincided with a long-term injury for Machino, which was probably not ideal.
No, and it meant that people like
Iberov and
Iberin, but what's your man's name in the centre? Shaughnessy.
He's been injured as well.
He has been. He was there in the first half of the year while Machino was away, and it just looked like they were at odds with each other because they were just like Finn and him just played the game very differently. Obviously getting Finn into his side is going to take some growing pains and adjustment because everyone needs to get up to speed with him.
Yeah,
and it's made for what they are as a fundamentally very exciting outfit.
Yeah,
but a little bit loose and a little bit soft at crucial times.
Rugby's PSG.
Rugby's PSG. This is it, and they're ultimately not going to get it won, despite spending a lot of money on class players and playing a lovely brand.
Yeah, exactly. But that said, any chance that you have to watch Finn Russell and the boys play is a treat to the eyes.
Finn Russell versus Ohio West. That's an interesting game of running rugby anyway. Like they're both going to be running at each other.
I think Finn is a better.
Oh, I think he's a better playmaker.
No, I think Racing will get it done this week anyway. Okay, it's a big leap from home win against La Rochelle to away win in Toulouse. But I think that they'll get it done this week.
Yeah,
and set up that great rematch of the best match in the season out in Toulouse.
Well, it's happened a few times this season, those two meeting now, and my head is in the Toulouse camp, my heart is with Toulouse, to be honest, but I wouldn't begrudge Clermont either, but my narrative that I have in this for French rugby this season has Toulouse winning it.
Well, they haven't we'll talk about them next week, obviously, as they're up, but they haven't played a lot of rugby in recent times, which could be positive or negative.
It can be a bit stagnant, but in essence it means that all the dead rubbers are done. The relegation has been decided. No one has to look at Perpignan again at all for another year plus, which is excellent.
Good luck.
Excellent news.
Goodbye and good luck.
All of that is decided, and it's only on to.
And I think Bayonne are coming up. At least they won a playoff against Brive, which was big crowds there, and that was happy days. And so that is European rugby for for this week. Anyway,
this week, there's still some European rugby to come in 2019, but
right, Thanks for watching the Overlap Rugby podcast. If you enjoyed that video, please like down below and subscribe for more videos. And please enter the comments section to join our conversation. Thanks.